resounding as one. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then. Gather in hope, compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again.
Morning, folks. Nice to see you all here. We want to remind you as we go through our days and years and just time in general that this is All Souls Unitarian Universalist Church. Hopefully that's where you mean to be, and that you are here because you believe, as we do, that how we interact with one another and how we live this life is important. How we don't have to think alike, we don't have to believe alike, but we all strive to be loving and compassionate alike. So whoever you are, whatever your age, race, origin, orientation, background, status, ability, identity, if you care to be here with us in mutuality, you are always welcome. We put a little bit of information at the beginning of the services, and I would like to invite a board person who is walking in right now to share a bit of information with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see everybody. So our giveaway the plate this month is the last time this month that we'll be able to do that is Volunteers for Youth Justice. And that is an organization that works with children involved in the court system and gives them special advocates to help them. So yeah, that's a really good program that's been going on for a number of years now. Very important thing that we need to help with. Our Louisiana Advocate for Immigrants in Detention is going to be having a volunteer dinner Friday night for people that have been helping over the last few years, and All Souls has been a big part of this, so everybody who's helped with helping immigrants, please come. It's 7 o'clock, 3903 Meriwether Road. We're gonna have some food and just visit with everybody and hope everybody can come out. And this Thursday is our turn at the Highland Blessing Dinner. So everybody that can help with that, I think we have to be there at 5:30. 5, come at 5 to help. And yeah, and they're finished by 7. So if you can come do that. And next Sunday is a very important meeting here after church, is our congregational meeting where we have to vote on some things. So please, yeah, the budget. So yeah, it's very important to be here next Sunday. I think that's it. Thank you much.
Yeah. She left out one important detail, and that is that the volunteer of the month is Susan Yellett.
We have to have a quorum to vote on the budget, so if you can be available here, that's great, and if you can't, the congregational meeting will also be online, but we have to have a quorum to be able to approve the budget. Was that all you wanted to say, Miss Susan? Okay. I want to remind you to stay tuned, because I think February 18th, is that it, Joy? We will be showing a movie here called A Prayer for Compassion, but it's about the effects being carnivorous have on global warming and on peace in the world. I mean, it covers a whole lot of other things as well, but it's an interfaith informational movie. Joy Walker is hoping, perhaps on the heels of that, to begin a group that might be dealing with peace from that direction. So it will be February the 18th, and I'm not sure what time yet, but please stay tuned, okay? Now take a couple of deep breaths and let the pew hold you up rather than your muscles. You can feel your shoulders relax and maybe your feet. And let us together enter a spirit of worship. As we create and share space together, sacred space, let us reflect upon what brings us here. We've all come here for different reasons, from different decisions and different directions, faced different challenges, and shared different love. And yet, all of our differences have led us to this space, right here, right now. Some believe we are here for a greater purpose. Others hold fast to the claim of complete coincidence. Others still lie somewhere in between. There are so many differences and barriers between each individual. It would seem at times as though the odds are stacked against us becoming one whole, as we believe different things, live and experience different things, and value and hate different things. We are the children of God, the children of the earth, or fully grown adults here as a piece of the ongoing cycles of the universe, the children of the stars. We all have different definitions and explanations to who or what or why we are. Perhaps all are right. Our revelation is not sealed. Despite all this different, there is one thing that is certainly the same. Somehow we are all right here, right now. We are growing and changing, discovering all here, all together, sharing the same sacred space we have shared for years, throughout generations, constantly evolving, constantly changing. Let us continue. Let us change and fight together. Let us adapt together. Let us grow together. And let us worship together. Please remain seated as we join in singing Spirit of Life. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots wholly close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Thank you. Who would like to help with our chalice lighting this morning? Anybody? You don't have to be of a certain age. Speak up.
We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open mind. This is the church of the helping hands. This is the church of the loving heart. Together, with mind, hands, and heart, we care for the earth and for each other.
May we light this chalice this morning to remind us of the power and beauty of balance and contrast. It is darkness that can make the flame of a single candle so powerful, and light that deepens those shadows in return. A chalice flame is the meeting point, the union of the refuge, safety, and incredible beauty of darkness, and the warmth, the assurance, and the joy of light. May this act of lighting our chalice this morning remind us that we are stronger together in all the complexities and the disagreements of relationship, because we are different and because we are one. Would you rise in body or spirit and say with us the unison affirmation? Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve human need, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the sacred. Thus do we covenant with each other. Would you please remain standing as we sing We Laugh, We Cry by Shelley Jackson Denham. I believe she came to the church once when we were in the old building on Shreveport Barksdale. I believe that was she I met. We laugh, we cry, we live, we die, we dance, we sing our song. We need to feel there's something here to which we can belong. We need to feel the freedom just to have some time alone. Please be seated.
Good morning. Today, Sally Wood, our board president, and Jennifer Russell, one of our board members, and two of our most active and dedicated members and volunteers, are going to share with us the importance of being a part of this congregation, what it has meant to them. And in that regard, we are a congregation that values every voice, every person, everything. We use the democratic process. We listen to what people have to say. We make very thoughtful decisions, sometimes that take a while, which can be, sometimes frustrating, but also really important that the voices be heard. And so I wanted to share this story this morning, which is called Your Special Voice. It's written by Tammy Adamolekun, and it's illustrated by Keisha Okafor. And I believe in your order of service, my lack of punctuation makes me one of the illustrators. I am not, okay? I am reading the story, and that is my only credit this morning. So anyway, Your Special Voice. If you want to make a difference, but you don't know where to start, begin by searching way deep down to find what's in your heart. Your heart will help you gather words, the words you want to say. These words become your special voice to use in your own way. If it's change you hope to make, your voice can show you care. Find a way to use it. Be kind, spread love, and share. You can whisper. You can shout. You can sing a song. You can write, you can draw, you can move and dance along. Your voice is brave, your voice is loud, your voice is kind, your voice is proud. Your voice is one, but it can be more. Dream the dream you've been looking for. So if you hope for better, listen to your heart. Your voice is special, and it is yours. And that's where we can start. And you, all of you, each of you, can use your own special voice to make a difference in the world. And when you want to do that, and when you have an idea of how to do that, you're going to find people here that will help you. Thank you, and let's sing the children and youth out to their classes. Go now in peace. Go now in peace, may the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.
This is by Caitlin Breedlove. Fertility in social movements and among people is not something we control. We cannot make new life like we make plans or money. It's hard to be fertile when we're not grounded. Fertility is about making new life that becomes self-determining, that does not belong to us. If we drain ourselves as leaders, we don't have what that takes. If we drain our leaders of time and energy on busy work, we should not be surprised when they don't have the power to create. If we're always looking in mirrors made of glass or social media, if we're always looking outward. We should not be surprised when truly new things don't want to come through us to be born. May we be fertile in movement building, grounded, willing, open to new life. I'm very delighted to have a couple of our board members speaking this morning, and I would invite Jennifer Russell to be our first speaker.
Good morning. I want to open this morning with a couple of quotes. And if you know me well or even a little, it's not going to surprise you that one of them is from Dr. Brene Brown. So indulge me while I fangirl a little bit. Dr. Brown writes, "True belonging doesn't require you to change who you are. It requires you to be who you are." And the second quote is from the late Rachel Held Evans. She was a progressive Christian columnist, blogger, and author. And she said, "Imagine if every church became a place where everyone is safe, but no one is comfortable. Imagine if every church became a place where we told one another the truth. We might just create sanctuary." My family and I started attending All Souls 9 years ago. Like many of our congregants, my spouse and I both grew up in a very conservative Christian faith. And as we grew into young adulthood, we realized that that particular worldview no longer met our needs or fit our values, but it was still really important to both of us to be part of an organized spiritual community. So when we returned to the Shreveport area in 2015, we decided to give this place a try. And we pretty much haven't looked back. Y'all are stuck with us as best we can tell. What I've found here has been exactly what Dr. Brown talked about. I'm called and challenged to be more of myself here and to identify and live into the values that I hold. Our principles provide a general framework and some guidance, and they've also challenged me to think deeply about issues that many other faiths shy away from. Issues of privilege, doubt, the uncertainty of life's bigger questions, and the reality of human suffering, my own intrinsic biases. As a result, I've come to understand myself as an American, as a cisgender white woman, and an individual in a much deeper way while I've been here. Here at All Souls, I've found this true belonging that Dr. Brown speaks about that calls me to be who I am. This community, however, does not leave me the way that I am or the way that I came or come. As Rachel Held Evans wrote, I find All Souls to be that true sanctuary. The ideas that we discuss, the people that I encounter here, the truths with which I am asked to wrestle, and the social justice work I am called to do are not always comfortable. The discomfort is necessary and by design, in fact. I know that discomfort always happens, however, within an environment where I am safe, where my own inherent worth and dignity will be respected, and where I will encounter others who are wrestling with these same issues and who are coming in a spirit of mutuality and respect to continue their own paths. In the 9 years that my family and I have attended, we've walked through a multitude of triumphs and difficulties in our own lives, in the lives of our city, state, country, and world. Through each of these, I've found this community to show up in whatever way is needed, whether that be to join in a celebration, to mark an occasion, to sit with us in pain and fear, to link arms in a protest line, or to meet the tangible needs of myself and others. It's been incredible to witness and something that never ceases to amaze me. To realize that this is done with individuals from diverse faith backgrounds and practices is even more of a marvel to me, especially in this day where polarization and divisiveness seem to be the norm and becoming more and more just accepted. Unitarian Universalism, with its plurality of ideas and its commitment to radical love, is the kind of spiritual community that I did not know existed for the majority of my younger years. And I'm so glad that this congregation exists here in Northwest Louisiana. I'm committed to giving my time, talents, and treasure to ensure that it continues to do so. And I love all of you, and I'm grateful for this community, and I can't wait to see what our future holds. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sally. I've been Sally a long time. However, I've also been Silly Sally, Hooly Hally, Tippy Toes, Hey You. I come to this church, and it makes a difference to me. And why is that? Why do I come to this church? Probably like a lot of you, I come to look out this beautiful window. But where I have my coffee has a beautiful window looking out into nature. So that's not the reason I come, really. I come to sit on these wonderful benches and be a part of something. However, my recliner is a lot more comfortable, so the benches are not the reason I come. I come so that I can see all my friends and make new ones. But that's not the reason, really, because I can see them outside of this building. I can be with them in all sorts of different ways, except for one. And that one is the one that makes the difference in this church, and the difference in me. And it's being part of this experiment where people can be different, can think different, act different, wear different things, be themselves, and we manage to stay together in a loving environment because we've made a covenant with each other to do just that, to listen to each other. And boy, does that make a difference when you're out in the outside world. Half the time, people don't listen to you. The older I get, the less they even notice that I'm in the room. One of the reasons I tend to act a little differently out in public is so that they'll see me. One of the reasons I speak a little different out in the public is because I have been given strength through this church, through all Unitarian churches, through the world of people who recognize we're not so very different. We all want to be loved. We all need to eat. I go to the grocery store. That's one of the places I go. But it makes a difference because it gives me food to eat. So I live. I go to the stores to buy a new outfit. That makes a difference. It makes me feel special for a little while, but not like here. I feel special here because y'all see the real me. You don't necessarily look at the new outfit I bought, or whether I'm thin or fat or just right as the mama bear. You see me for who I am, regardless of this visage in front of you. And I see you for who you are. Where else can you get that? What a difference that makes in the rest of the week to come into this sanctuary and be a part of this great experiment. They say the United States is a great experiment. I think this is even a bigger one. I think it's a much bigger one because it touches our souls. It touches our deepness down to the inside of our bottom of our foot, to where my mother had a very special mole. I come to this place because they have wonderful coffee afterwards and I get to visit my friends. But I can get better coffee at home because I make it just like I like it. I come to this place because I get to sing and I get to hear beautiful music. But I get to hear live music at symphony and out in the concerts across town. And music is one of the main things that fills my soul. So it comes all the time and makes a difference to me that I hear it. But in this place, I hear songs that are talking about our differences, that are talking about ways that we can expand our wonderful acceptance of each other to everyone we meet. Without a reminder every week That would be very difficult to do. There are some people that I think, oh, they need to come to my church. And I invite them. There are some people I think, oh, I don't want to be around you much anymore. And I remember things I've heard here to look at them with my heart and with curiosity. And that way you can see the real them, not their political views, not whether they like rock and roll or heavy metal, not whether they are wearing the fanciest clothes in the world or rags. This place reminds me every week to look at the real people that are here. And it's hard to do that over Facebook. You can't look them in the eyes. You can't see them smiling at you. You can't realize that with all of our differences, there's a real person underneath every visage. That's the difference this place makes for me. And I hope everyone invites somebody that they think, oh, they need to come to my church. Thank you.
Thank you both. Our closing hymn is Forward Through the Ages. I'm thinking because of the date of the origin of this music and the date of the lyric that this may be the original words to this tune. It might surprise you when you hear the tune if you grew up in a mainstream church. But if you will rise in body or spirit, please. Forward through the ages in unbroken line, move the faithful spirits at the call divine. Gifts in differing measure, hearts of one accord, manifold the service, one the sure reward. Forward through the ages in unbroken line, move the faithful spirits at the call divine. Wider grows the vision, realm of love and light. For it we must labor till our faith is sight. Prophets have proclaimed it, martyrs testified, poets sung its glory, heroes for it died. Alone ages in unbroken line, move the faithful spirits at the call divine. have to check myself on that. There's a refrain in the reading that's our closing that I'm going to ask you to repeat. It is, all of us need all of us to make it. Unitarian Universalist minister Reverend Teresa Soto writes, all of us need all of us to make it. I want you to get used to those words. Make them your prayer, our prayer. All of us need all of us to make it. Say it with me, loud or soft. All of us need all of us to make it. In a world where some of us are targeted for struggle and brutality, where others of us benefit and flourish, we pray, all of us need all of us to make it. In a world where powerful people of ill will and indifference make us fearful for our safety and our futures, we pray, all of us need all of us to make it. In the excruciating space that lives between seeing and naming and hearing and changing, we pray, all of us need all of us to make it. Make a picture in your mind of someone you aren't very happy with right now. Look at their face in your mind and pray, all of us need all of us to make it. Unitarian Universalists believe that all of us need all of us to make it. Those of different faiths, those of different understandings, we are not utterly separated from any other. Our trying to see, our trying to be together, our asking of ourselves that we stretch just a little farther, rest a tad more often, open and let go every time we have the courage. All of that, each aspect of that, each one of us makes a difference. What a difference that is. All of us need all of us to make it. We need all of us to make it. We need all of us to make it. Whether we hear that as it takes all of us to make it, or it's important for every one of us to make it. We invite you to go in peace, go with love, go with care for yourself and for the world. Amen. Ashe. Namaste. Blessed be.